to all my people in the house. Yeah. Peace to all my people in the house. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Gather in, my people. Gather in. The topic is gold and silver. Why gold? Why silver? Because those are the precious metals. Those are the commodities right now that are at battle. The bankers are using that against we, the people. Gold and silver, the real money, the real transfer of currency, gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, all the precious metals of the earth, my people, trees, leaves, anything. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have been doing your research and your own due diligence, then you should know something about gold and you should know something about silver. And if you don't, then the United States Private Enterprise Free State is in on the check on with another public announcement on gold and silver, my people. So, we're going to get right on into it for real, for real. So, they got that Q4 2024 commodity market risk assessment that y'all may want to go look into. You can pull it up. The period covered October the 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. So it prepared for a macro risk treasury asset allocation review. The scope was on energy, metals, agriculture, critical minerals, and systemic risks. So they gave an executive summary, and during the 2024 global commodity markets were characterized by elevated, volatile, uneven demand signals and asymmetric geopolitical risk, with peace action driven more by macro and policy uncertainty than by clear supply shortages. So it gets all into it. If you're dealing with the gold and silver, it gives a thorough breakdown of what's getting ready to happen. So, my people, if you are not really doing your own due diligence right now, then you are going to be screwed. Now, part of this is basically check systems, early warning services flag. This is the most common reason banks don't just check SSNs. They check banking behavior, databases, mainly check systems, early warning systems. You can be blocked if there were overdrafts that went unpaid, closed accounts with balances, suspected fraud, even if mistaken, identity theft flags. So, I just got a call from the bank, my people. They were just checking up to see how everything was going. And if I needed a broker that I could reach out to them, and a broker would be ready to help me at any moment. So, the banks are also dealing with the identity theft or fraud alert. So if your SSN was never compromised, you may have a fraud alert or a credit freeze. If your SSN was ever compromised, you may have a fraud alert or a credit freeze. Banks may refuse accounts until it's cleared. This often happens without you remembering doing it, especially after identity theft. So you can also have a name and a SSN mismatch. And this is dealing with gold and silver. Because remember, if you're buying digital gold and silver, and then you're buying all the other digital money, it's all under your SSN. They're not giving you anything under an EIN buying digital currency. So most people, y'all going to have to wake up to all the schemes right now and all the laws and all the charters that the banks are using against you, the people. So you may have a SSN mismatch, a name mismatch, your name format change, trust estate names are being used incorrectly. SSN is being used where an EIN should be. Then banks' automated systems kick it back. So this is the very common when people operate as fiduciaries, trustees, sole proprietors, and estates. Now, OFAC, compliance false positive, rare, but it's real. Sometimes your name or SSN pattern matches someone on a watch list. Triggers compliance review. This does not mean you did anything wrong. Using an SSN where an EIN is required. If you're trying to open up trust accounts, business sole proprietor accounts, estate related accounts, and using an SSN instead of the proper EIN, banks will refuse it. Okay? So, what does this not mean? Okay? This is very important what it does not mean. It does not mean you are civilly dead. It does not mean SSA revoked your SSN. It does not mean you are illegal or unbankable. It does not mean you owe taxes automatically. Banks are private entities. They deny access all the time. So basically, my people, the real reason, on a step-by-step reason, to get your reports free, you can request a check systems report, early warning services report, okay? This tells you exactly why banks are saying no. Check for freezes or alerts. You can contact Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, Nexus, Lexus, and all the other credit bureaus. You can ask them, is there a freeze or a fraud alert tied to your SSN? So, my people, you have to verify your SSA record accurately. And this is dealing with gold and silver. Because to open up your gold account, digital gold account, and the digital gold account allows you to have them ship your gold to you, whatever destination you are at. So you're hearing some guru say, oh, digital gold, you can't get it shipped. That's a goddamn lie. Because a lot of people have digital gold and they buy digital gold and they have it transformed and they take their digital gold and they buy physical gold with it and it gets shipped to them. I know for a fact because I've had digital gold, bought it and shipped to me from the company. So people and other gurus are lying to you. Yes, right now you need to hold physical gold and you need to hold physical silver. You need it physically because according to the records, if you live in certain areas, watch what banks are closing in your area. Watch how many Chase banks close down in your area. Watch how many TD banks close down in your area. Watch the banking system. Watch the banks. The banks are the ones that are going to tell you when they are just going to freeze the accounts up on people. So if we constantly talk about this, they probably won't close because too many people know. And if too many people know, then it's a wrap. Straight up, it's a wrap, my people. So if y'all really want to get into it, we can get into it right now, okay? This is what's really going down. I had to weed out the niggas that don't need to be here right now. So we'll see who's in here right the fuck now. So basically, let's really get into what's really going down right now, okay? So basically, 84 million accounts, my people, might be frozen by this Friday. That's what the talk really is. So 84 million bank accounts, that's how many accounts could be frozen by this Friday of this week. Not a prediction, not speculation, a mathematical calculation based on the percentage of American bank accounts holding more than $250,000. And the percentage held at the regional banks showing signs of stress, 84 million accounts, businesses that can't make payroll, individuals who can't access their life savings, families who can't pay their mortgages, all frozen overnight legally under existing regulatory authority that has been in place since the Dodd-Frank Act passed in 2010. But I told you about the same act, which was called something different in the 1800s in my last live. And if you think it can't happen, it can happen again. Okay? So, basically, this is a warning, y'all. You need to understand what happened today, okay, on Tuesday of this week, which was yesterday, February the 3rd, 2026. 3 more regional banks were added to the FDIC problem bank list. Depositors at 2 California institutions attempted to withdraw funds this morning. Wire transfers were delayed. Compliance reviews were initiated. The machinery is already moving. The countdown to Friday, this Friday, it's literal because that's when the next wave of quarterly bank reports are due. And those reports will show deposits flight that regulators can't ignore, can't hide, can't manage quietly, which means they'll act fast over a weekend, exactly like Argentina in 2001, exactly like Cyprus in 2013, and exactly like Greece in 2015. And when they do, 84 million accounts become inaccessible instantly, completely, and it's legal because of the Dodd-Frank Act and because of the other act that was in the 1800s, which they changed now and updated to the Dodd-Frank Act. So, you have to do your own due diligence right now because gold and silver predict the economy. So if gold is at an all-time high right now and silver, they're predicting it's going to be $95 soon in a minute. Okay. So it's up to you to do your own due diligence on this. Straight up, we can just bring it to you, alert you, because this is a public announcement. But, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because it's your account. It's not nobody else's account, my people. It's your gold account. It's your silver account. And if you don't take full consideration for your own account, then nobody else can take full consideration for you. That's the bottom line. Okay? Nobody is going to take full consideration for your account. That's why the bankers do what they do, because they don't want to work. They want you to work for them in any way they can get it. They're going to get it. They have all the legal laws and congressional records and Congress that side with the bankers, the commercial banks and the central banks, because it's their system. It's not your system. and it's a custodial account. So if it's a custodial account and you have not corrected your status, you are a slave to them, and you are still a minor in their system, and they have full control over your bank account and anything in it, all the property. Some people don't want to hear it, but that's on you. So in Congress, July 4th, 1776, the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men, all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundations on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that. So, my people, you have the right to do what you need to do right now before the banks run what they call, and I'm pretty sure you already know, I don't even have to say it, but if they do make that call, that means they have the right to confiscate everything that's in your bank account, your gold, your silver, everything. Even if you have a safety deposit box, they can confiscate it. So if you call yourself hiding your gold and your silver in a safety deposit box in a bank other than your own safe, you got to be out of your mind. Straight up, because they own it. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that, it has come down to what it has come down to, my people. But that's the bottom line. It's come down to something that is really, really demonic to the natural mind of a natural being such as ourselves, human beings, whatever you want to call us, sentient beings, whatever, you label yourself. But, how the U.S. is erasing $38 trillion is crazy. $38 trillion, that's the official number on the U.S. national debt. And it's still climbing, my people. For the first time in American history, the government is spending more on interest payments than it spends on national defense. Okay? Because they're already protected. Are you protected? Do you have guns? You know what I'm saying? Let that sink in, okay? More money going to past bondholders than to the military of the present. This isn't just scary statistics on a screen in Times Square, okay? And Times Square tells you the public debt every day. You could walk down the street in New York, Manhattan, in Times Square. It will flash across the screen every fucking day. The public debt. The public debt is what they owe to we, the people. They're never going to pay it back, y'all. What are you going to do? They're never going to pay you your money back. They're stealing all your interests. They're even stealing your tax returns once you start the status correct. There's some people that haven't gotten a tax refund in 16 years, and it's a lot of them people from the Recoupers group. They ain't got tax refunds in 16 years. So that's crazy. So, you know, this isn't political theater, my people. This is all well plotted out up to this day. The only way out of the plot is to find a portal and jump through that motherfucker to get the fuck up out of here. But you see, they got all the military bases up on all the portals and gateways out of this motherfucker. Straight the fuck up. Now, there is a portal in Manhattan across the street from Trump Towers. Okay? Stargate 2 is in Sarasota, Florida. I've been down there. I've spotted it myself. But it's a long journey to get through that Stargate portal in Sarasota, Florida. So, you know, y'all gonna have to do something, my people. You people are gonna have to do something, because these people have got this shit sewn up where they're gonna be clocking how you move any digital money. They can clock it. Federal Reserve notes is private. They can't clock how you spend Federal Reserve notes. Paper money cannot be clocked. Holding gold bars and gold coins, trading them amongst yourselves cannot be tracked. That is why they want to have a digital system worldwide, so that they can track and clock how regular people are moving money, because we have no way of tracking how they barter and trade amongst each other as their nations from one nation to a nation, but they're clocking your every little move with gold and silver in a bank. So, I don't know what to tell you people, but all I can tell you is that all you can do is do your own due diligence. Okay? So, what's up, Alavanio? How you doing? Peace to all my people in the chat. So, what we got going on here. What we got going on in the news, my people. What are some of the current events going on right now? Anybody up in the chat got something to say? If you feeling this information, you need to give me a 9. Give me some ones. Give me a 9. Give me a like. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got the strongest solar storms in 20 years, y'all. They talking about strong solar storms on Earth right now. So, that's our ancestors telling them, yo, y'all gonna have to give it up. You got Stefan Diggs. She's sharing her favorites on Cardi B. Cardi B got green hair. Okay, that's what's up. Or whoever the fuck that is. But the green hair look good. Okay. So, they got 16 die in New York City cold ass weather. Shit. Okay. So, my people, Trump launches a critical mineral resources. You got the Arctic blast. That shit is cold as fuck out here. You got the Super Bowl coming up. Like I talked about that shit, the Patriots and the Seahawks. That ain't nothing but, public and private. Patriots is the United States. The Seahawks is foreign. So, yo, we got Steph Curry. Okay. Well, we got something that the House passes the government funding. Y'all may want to get up on that. So, my people, I'm about to be up and out of here. You know, North Carolina got a wintry mix going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mariah Carey is going on her shit right now. We got an asteroid 2024 year 4 in the moon, y'all. So they got some asteroid shit going on, which is some bullshit. So what else we got going on, my people? CeeLo Green is up in the fucking house, y'all. Yo. So what's up out there, y'all? What y'all got to say? What y'all got to say about the gold and the silver? What y'all got to say? Give me some interactions up in the chat. What y'all got to say about this gold and silver? You know what I'm saying? Melania Trump, she got a documentary, y'all. They talking about these gold and silver prices, how they swinging. You know what I'm saying? They're saying the gold and silver prices are volatile after a big drop sparked by the Fed chair nominee Wash, seen as political hawkish. So you know what I'm saying? You know, it's best that you hold that gold. It's best that you hold that silver physically. If you're going to do it digitally, but you better know how you maneuver with it. Straight up. But you can have that check direct deposited and then turn it into gold or silver. And then turn it into some physical gold and silver and have them ship it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Billie Eilish stolen land, y'all. They done stole some land from a white bitch. That's what's up. You got the New York nurses still striking. I told them bitches to do a Form 56 and drop a fucking UCC lien. That's how you strike. What you know, niggas ain't listening. Oh, man, y'all. Nicki Minaj with the dumb shit. You know she a clone. All them niggas is clones. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. All of them. Ain't not one of them real, because nobody that is real is going to go for nothing like this. So they swap and they switch you the fuck out. They will sit you down and bring your clone right in the room and say you can be replaced, and you will be looking at yourself. That's what is going on. Straight up. And if you don't believe me, fuck. Hundreds of Swiss bank accounts. Something's up with that, y'all. They got the 140 years of the motherfucking beaver, you know, the little thing that walks out to see how long winter's gonna be. That's some bullshit too, y'all. That's some real bullshit. Oh my God. Okay, what else is going on out here, y'all? Don't look like nothing is going on. All they talking about is Arctic blast hits New England. You know what I'm saying? New England, y'all. New England is getting hit with an Arctic fucking blast. When it's winter here, it's supposed to be summertime in England. Yo, that shit crazy. So you got the UAE crypto investment faces, we don't know and we don't care. You got the education department, they spent how much? We don't know and we goddamn sure don't care. You got 2 Australians, y'all, that die in Japan. Do we care? Because they ain't here in America. Yo. So, my people, you got Cardi B skips the Grammys. Well, why would Cardi B skip the fucking Grammys, y'all? What's up with that? Nicki Minaj and Cardi B look sort of the same. You know, they all fucking got the same hair, the same nails, the same titties, the same ass. What the fuck is up with that, my people? They're all sleeves. They're clones. So, you know, yo, up in the Bronx apartment, a fire displaces 100 people. Now that's real news. That's 100 motherfuckers up in the Bronx that are homeless right now for a fire. That's real. Okay? They got niggas is honoring Dr. King's legacy. All right. That's what's up. But everybody that is black or so-called of color is not really down with you. So we know that too. What else we got up in here, y'all? They got a final budget going on. Y'all may want to take a look at that. So, my people, we got a war machine going on. That's a new movie coming out, y'all. There you go. They telling you, war machine. They already telling you, war machine. They got the war machine is what's going on right now. The weather is a war machine. The media is a war machine. The central banks are a war machine. The commercial banks are a war machine. Yo, it's all deal and tied with gold and silver. Everything is based on gold and silver. The cowboys back out in California years and years ago, they was fighting over gold and silver. The ancient Indians that were here first on the planet were the gatekeepers and the protectors of the gold and silver in the mines inside the inner earth. So that tells you a lot. And they have conquered the Indians. So what does that tell you? That your gold and silver is gone. Ain't no Fort Knox. Fort Knox ain't holding no fucking gold and silver. They've been trading our gold and silver amongst themselves to build what you have seen right now before you. So, you want to get your gold and silver? Go and get the dividends that they stole from you. So, my people, you know, they got so much going on in the news that's related to gold and silver. You know what I'm saying? They can't even begin to give us back all the gold and silver. Each person on the planet that is a true Indian on the planet, they could never repay us. Never. And they know it. So, I don't know about you, my people, but due diligence and status correction is a must. Due diligence and status correction is a must. Guess what we just found? The Social Security data breach. They have a Social Security data breach, my people. So now these niggas is you know, everybody claiming to be executors and general executors right now. The Social Security data breach is a national security disaster that could hurt Americans for the rest of their lives. Whistleblower. Okay? So basically, my people, whistleblower Chuck Borges said the mishandling of Social Security data threatens all Americans who have ever had a Social Security number. Americans' personal data, including names, Social Security numbers, and addresses, are in the middle of a national security disaster and should be investigated by Congress, says one Social Security whistleblower. So why are they bringing this up now, y'all? Because it's dealing with the gold and silver. People can change their IRAs into gold IRAs. And you have to have a Social Security number to even have an IRA in the United States. So Chuck Borges says the government mismanaged the private data of anyone with a Social Security number. Now, they are saying that they have mismanaged. We have done so many Form 56s, y'all, on the mismanagement of all these so-called trustees over our Social Security accounts. They have mismanaged the accounts. And Chuck Borges says the government mismanaged the private data of anyone with a Social Security number. Borges, who was chief of data officer at the Social Security Administration until he resigned in August, filed a whistleblower complaint that month that alleged the private data of every American who has ever had a Social Security number was at risk after employees of the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, allegedly uploaded a copy of the SSA's database to a cloud environment that lacked oversight. Everyone thinks this is just another data breach. This is not just another data breach, Borges told Market Watch. If this data has been absconded or downloaded, you could perpetuate fraud against every single government system in existence much more easily than at any time in our history. Okay, people? So the information is at risk, includes the names of applicants, place and date of birth, sex, citizenship, race, and ethnicity. So you can go right now, use this information and go get a new Social Security number because it has been a data breach. And that's what we all need to do. We all need to go and show this information that it was a data breach and that you want a new Social Security number. So it says, this is a huge counterintelligence and intelligence gathering opportunity, and it's generational problem because the data Social Security can't be changed. Well, my people, there you go. The SSA initially said in September that an internal review found that its database containing the sensitive personal information of all Americans remained secure and was not hacked, leaked, or compromised. That's what they said. But somebody else that worked in the Social Security Administration said it was hacked. So my people, what we got going on? What we got going on? Well, they got a quote of the day from Albert Einstein, but I don't give a shit. For real. They talking about gold and silver is on a rebound, pulling global mining stocks and precious metal EFTs higher. Well, we say that when the gold is low, you buy. If the gold is high, you sell. Or you don't sell, or you don't do a damn thing with your gold. It's your fucking gold. You do what the fuck you want with your gold. And you do what the fuck you want with your silver. They're telling you, when they show you and bring it on the market, they're telling you what to buy. That's control. They're controlling the commodity to make you buy it, to make them rich. So, New York is advised to dig out, and that's all New Yorkers have been doing. We got like 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet piles of snow. We got motherfucking ice walls over here in New York. Shit look like Alaska. So, well, they got Native Americans demand the Ellis return. So, Brooklyn power, y'all. Brooklyn. So, I don't know what to tell y'all, but gold and silver is going to be on the rise again. The higher gold goes, the lower the dollar sinks. The higher silver goes, the lower the dollar sinks. The dollar is at its all-time low right now, y'all. Straight up. Straight up. So you got Pharrell giving his Grammy speech. That's what's up. Well, we got the NASDAQ slips, gold and silver, y'all. The U.S. wants to create a critical minerals thing now. See what I'm saying? How they taking over the precious minerals and the metals because they don't want you to have it. The minerals and the metals, all you got to do is get you some land. Once you got you some land, now you got some precious metals. You got some precious minerals. That's the bottom line. Mexicans deported from the U.S., y'all. Free buses versus subway expansion, y'all. That's what's up right now. So, this snow is all over the fucking place, y'all. Silver rebounds after historic crash. Silver's going back up, y'all. The US dollar surges and gold and silver prices plummet. So they say, y'all. Well, we in a deep freeze up here, I tell you that much. We are in a deep freeze. Yo, Elon Musk is calling for a police raid on X officials. Yo, Nicki Minaj got the Trump card, y'all. Nicki Minaj got a Trump card. Yo, from one clone to the other, Trump clone, Nicki Minaj clone. She got her a Trump card. That's what's up. What else is up, y'all? We got the Super Bowl 60 going down. Dot wants to prohibit free buses. Uh-oh. That's crazy. Deaths in Flushing in a vet van. Niggas in their vans dying. Hemp and marijuana, y'all. This is not marijuana. No THC. Oh, yeah. They got a new sci-fi comedy, y'all, that's going to be hitting the theaters in a minute. Gold and silver prices drop. What y'all think about ICE? Shit. ICE on the move, y'all. ICE is on the fucking move, y'all. Minimum wages in 2026, y'all. The snowstorm is here. RFK Jr. announces $100 million grants. So, my people, Bitcoin sinks, stocks fall. So, I don't know what to tell y'all, but we about to get on up out of here. Yo, Post Malone, y'all, / Chad Smith. Up. A nigga Post Malone. There's the rare earth. Trump Project, y'all. Trump Project, a vault stockpile. Gold prices swings, but outlook bullish, y'all. The treasury market is trading, is trending, is trading. Yo, I don't know what to tell y'all. Well, I done told y'all what I could tell y'all for right now, my people. I hope that y'all get y'all gold and silver together. I hope y'all got y'all accounts set up right. I hope that you know what you're doing right now with your gold and silver, because that is the real money. I hope that you got a lot of Federal Reserve notes in your own stash in your own safe that you bought, and you have your safe where, wherever you hide it. Straight up. Other than that, it's a done deal. Gold and silver rally after 2 sessions, my niggas. All right, my people. We on some next level here. I got 15 more minutes with y'all. I'll give y'all an hour. When we gonna be out. U.S. Treasury keeps auction seasons steady. Mortgage rates hold steady. If you buy your house or your car in gold and silver, you own it automatically. All right, people. What's up out there? Bruno Mars. He got on all red. That's the next nigga to probably be sacrificed. Time is it, y'all? What time is it, y'all? What time is it? They got a lot of sacrifices going down right now. Sacrifice, y'all. Sacrifice. U.S. Rare Earth secures $3 billion in funding for USA Rare Earths stock. Yeah. Gold, silver bounce back. Child. This shit is crazy. This is some really crazy shit. Taiwan doubles down, y'all. Whew. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Peace to all my people out there. Peace to all my people that got $250,000 in their bank accounts. Peace to all my people. We need to right this wrong. Yes, we do. We do need to right all the wrongs that are going on right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You do need to right the wrong. Have you read your Bill of Rights yet? Have you read your Bill of Rights, my people? Bill of Rights. Have you read it? Well, let's read it real quick. By that time, it'll be 1 hour and it's time for me to go. So check it. First Amendment, freedom of religion, speech, press assembly, and petition. Second Amendment, right of the people to keep and bear arms. Third Amendment, no forced quartering of soldiers in private homes during peacetime. Fourth Amendment, protection against unreasonable searches and seizures requires probable cause and warrants. Let's go back to the Third Amendment. No forced quartering of soldiers in private homes during peacetime. Since when have we ever had a peaceful time here, right now? That is why the army is here, because they have to have a state of emergency, and it always has to be a state of emergency for the soldiers to be on our land. Okay, Fourth Amendment. Protection against unreasonable searches and seizures requires probable cause and warrants. Fifth Amendment, right of the accused, due process of law, protection against self-incrimination, no double jeopardy, just compensation for takings, eminent domain. Sixth Amendment, right to a speedy and public trial, impartial jury, legal counsel, and to confront witnesses. Seventh Amendment, right to a jury trial in civil cases, common law suits. Eighth Amendment, no excessive bail, excessive fines, or cruel and unusual punishment. Ninth Amendment, rights not listed in the Constitution are still retained by the people. So, if you read your Constitution and you see the rights that are not listed, they are retained to you, the people. You can enforce those rights. 10th Amendment, Powers not delegated to the federal government are reserved to the states or to the people. It's the same thing. So, what is not to the federal government goes to you, the people. Why it matters. The Bill of Rights is a shield, not a privilege list. Rights are inherent. The government is restrained from violating them. If you want, we can help you. We can help you, my people. The Bill of Rights, okay? So, natural law, original jurisdiction. We can help you with case law. We can help you with court, contracts, taxes, or trust law. We can help you, my people. The Bill of Rights. Go and read it. It's a good little short read. You know what I'm saying? So, we got in here, my people. What time is it? What time is it, my people? Well, the time is that we are about to leave. Stay up, my. Oh, nope. I got 9 more minutes left, my people. 9 minutes. I got 9 minutes with y'all. How many people up in the chat? Peace to all my people in the private chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is the United States Private Enterprise Free State in on the check on 407-300-5377. Like I told you, we got that healing apparatus. If you got sciatica, all types of bodily pain, we got the 2 healing tools. So you need to call us up if you got sciatica, real bad back pains, which doesn't allow you to do your everyday work, chores, or anything like that. Heals you within 2 days. Straight up, my people. We got that. Okay, the Bill of Rights is the first of the 10 amendments to the United States Constitution, ratified in 1791. They exist to limit government power and protect individual liberty. Okay? So there you go. The First Amendment, freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. Second Amendment, right of the people to keep and bear arms. Are you keeping and bearing your arms right now? Can you protect yourself? You need to ask yourself, can you protect yourself, my people? Most people can't even protect themselves. Talk a lot of shit. But you can't even protect yourself. Okay, my people. Y'all got an affidavit of identity? Let's talk about nothing. We're about to get on up out of here, my people. I got 8 more minutes with you. Let's get some interaction. You got any questions out there? Give me some questions. You got 8 minutes left. Now you got 7. I got 7 more minutes with y'all. 7 more minutes. Any questions on sole proprietorship, disability, tax refunds, trustee? What? Y'all don't got no questions? Nothing? Shit. Y'all don't got no questions. You know, I can get on up out of here. But before I go, I am definitely going to push the healing tool that we have to heal sciatica. All sciatica pain, all inflammation in your body, all nerve pain, all backaches, we have the tool. So you can buy this tool from us, 407-300-5377. We've sold several of these tools already, and people are seeing major results within their health right now. They're healing, they're getting back to how they're walking, they can do the tasks that they were unable to do before. So my people, you know, y'all got to get with the United States Private Enterprise Free State. Give us a call. We can get this healing apparatus out to you too. You know, if you got grandmothers, mothers, family members that have sciatica pain, any pains in their body, their joints, anywhere in their body, and they're bedridden or they just can't do what they used to do, buy this apparatus, this healing tool from us, and watch, you'll see. 2 days, they're going to be up, walking around, doing what they normally did before. I'm trying to tell you, it's real. It's real. It's real, my people. It is really real. When you really want to do something, when you put your mind to it, it's real. You make it real. Nobody else can tell you differently. You make it real. I got 6 more minutes left, y'all. 6 more minutes. And we about to be up and out. We're giving you an hour of our time for free. Okay? So, we got that healing apparatus that heals all sciatica pain, all joint pain, all back pain, all arthritis. It will heal you within 2 days, where you will be up, running around, walking, jumping, skipping, hopping. You got to call us up, 407-300-5377. And you can buy this healing apparatus, this healing tool, because this is what they were healing with long time ago. It even prolongs your life. It will stop the aging process, everything. 407-300-5377, my people. This has been another public announcement from the United States Private Enterprise Free State. And we are